friend, welcome. I'm Jen. I'm a online part-time, that's important, clothing reseller. So I go to thrift stores and I buy used clothes and I sell them online, mostly on eBay, sometimes Poshmark. Today I'm shipping out 6 items for a gross sales amount of $352.25. That sounds like a lot, but I have one item that was like really good. So let's start. This is the brand Ibex. This is like one of those people talk about being a bolo brand. Be on the lookout. Also, I hear people go, oh, and then there's this antelope or something. This is an Ibex. That's the animal that this actually is. It is an animal. So anyway, this is a jacket from Ibex. This is like an outdoors brand. This is merino wool and it's really nice. This one is rather like used. Like the inside's pretty pilly. I noted that in the listing, but this took forever to sell. And I don't really know why. I don't know, maybe I did have it priced too high based on the wear on it, but I don't know. When I look up Ibex merino wool jacket, the sell-through rate, I forgot to say, I really like to share sell-through rate and average sale price. I think it's important. It is not the end-all be-all, and this is a good example why. This has a really high sell-through rate, and it took 14 months to sell. So, you know, it's not the only information. I was chatting with someone in the comments yesterday and they said that they never look up sell-through rate and they solely go on their gut. I don't know if I completely agree with that, although I feel like people can do what they want. I'm not worried about what other people are doing. I'm just saying for me, there are sometimes I do go on my gut, but most of the time, I think that sell-through rate is really important, but it's not always, it's not an exact science. Okay. That's what I'm trying to say. So, this has an average sale price of $55.64 and a sell-through rate of 59%. So when you're looking on an app, that's going to look like more are sold than are listed. A lot of YouTubers will say that that is over 100% sell-through rate. I don't care how they do it. I'm just telling you how I do it. This took 14 months to sell and I spent $14 on it because I was really excited. I found like this bolo brand and I thought it was going to sell for $50, $60 and like right away. And it didn't. Maybe it was the wear. I really don't know. It sold for $35 on Poshmark. And I spent $14 on it. So after not shipping, because you don't pay shipping on Poshmark. Poshmark takes care of the shipping for you, unless you do have a shipping discount. I am not like, I don't know enough about Poshmark to tell you. But after my fees and my cost of goods, my profit's $14 on this jacket, which, I mean, I paid $14 for it. Not everything's a winner. That was really loud. I'm so sorry. Okay, so these are kind of interesting. These are like shortalls, right? They're vintage, obviously. I mean, that feels like something I would have worn in middle school in the early 90s. Anyway, they're not perfect. They have some staining on them. These, my daughter and I went to a market over the weekend. Did I tell you today's Tuesday, December 5th? These are all the things I sold on Monday, December 4th. It's in the morning, I ship in the morning, and then I post my videos in the evening. So you're seeing what I sold like a day later, unless you're watching it on a different day. So over the weekend, my daughter and I took a bunch of vintage clothes to a craft fair, which is kind of weird, but they allowed me there. And we sold about 9 items And we took about 200. I'm not positive that it's 200, but that's my guess. That's my guess. It's all like right here because I still have to put it all away. And I was like, I don't want to put all this stuff away. So I went through on eBay and I put all my vintage stuff on sale, like 50% off. I shouldn't say all. There was some things I didn't put on sale because I know they will still sell for the price that I want them to sell them for. But these were on sale. So they sold for $25.95. Now I listed them about 2 months ago. I just put the sale on yesterday. It's just a quick like 2-day sale. I don't think this is gonna fit. Oh, let's shove it in there a little more. When I looked up shortalls, vintage shortalls in plus size, because these are plus size, and I do think that sometimes that matters. The average sale price was $28.51, so mine actually wasn't even at 25% or at 50% off, wasn't too far off the average sale price. But a 10% sell-through rate. The same person that I was chatting with in the comments made mention that, you know, seasonality doesn't really matter so much on eBay, and I would agree to a point. I do think that there is, you know, I certainly sell shorts and linen and swimsuits in November and December, but that's not as common as selling those things in May. Do I sell coats in May? Yeah, maybe one, but you know, I have 2 coats that I'm selling today, right? That I've sold today. So, while, you know, I'm shipping all over the US, the winter looks different all over in the US. It looks different worldwide. However, I do think that seasonality is still a factor. So maybe shortalls would have a higher sell-through rate in the summer. I don't know. I bought these at a Salvation Army rummage sale for 67 cents. That was my average cost of goods. And my profit was $12.63, considering I apparently listed them really high. That's not bad. All right, this is so cool. And I definitely sold it less than what I should have. This is a scarf. It has a puffin on it. It even says puffin. No, it doesn't. It says Iceland. Yes. Oh, you finished it? Super cute. Okay, go play and we'll start school in just a few minutes. This did have tags on it and it's Icelandic wool. Okay. But I thought it was super cute. I paid $3 for it just at a local rummage sale. When I tried to like search puffin scarf, there was nothing that came up. So I did look up Icelandic wool scarf, and the profit or the average sale price was $31.66, and the sell-through rate was 35%. I sold this on Poshmark. I took an offer. I had it listed for $40. I took an offer for $20. I think I could have gotten $40 for it had I waited a little longer, but sometimes profit is profit and I just want to make some money. So that's what I did. That was the plan anyway. My profit after my $3 cost of goods and Poshmark fees is $13. My goal is $15 per item in profit. So that's not super off. I'm overall pleased with that. All right, are you ready for the good one? I sold it a couple days ago. It sold over the weekend. So that's full disclosure. This is not actually something that sold yesterday. But 2 things happened. One, when I sold my weekend stuff, wait a minute, that's not right. How'd that work out? Okay, it sold on Friday. Saturday morning, I went to ship everything and I was super in a hurry because we were going to this market. Then yesterday when I was shipping my weekend stuff, I couldn't find it. It was not in, I have a couple bins that are just coats and it wasn't in those. And it was nowhere in my spreadsheet, which is unlike me. I'm pretty good. I am very meticulous about my spreadsheets and making sure I know where everything is. So it doesn't happen often that I misplace things. And of course it was like the most expensive thing I've sold in like a year. I started going through where I thought it might be and I found it pretty quickly, which is really nice. So this is this coat. It's like a canvas material. And I think I'm gonna not package it up right now because I want to lint roll it. Anyway, it's reversible, so it has this plaid wool on the other side. And if you don't know, if you find a reversible coat, the labels are in the pockets. So this is the brand Pendleton. I sold this. Yeah, it's made in the US. It's an extra large. It's gorgeous. It sold for $170. I still am kind of in shock. It's beautiful. When I looked up Pendleton reversible coats on eBay, the average sale price was $113.14 and a 27% sell-through rate. Mine sold for $170 on Poshmark. I don't know how much I paid for it because it is not in my spreadsheet. If I had to guess, I paid $12 for it. I don't know. I don't know where I bought it. I don't know how much I paid for it. It's so frustrating to me that it's just not in there. It's just weird. Okay, anyway, I would guess $12. I put $15 down just to calculate a profit, which is $124. At the very most I would have paid for something would have been about $25. If that was the case, my profit would be about $114. Regardless, that's very good profit on a coat. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside because I do want to lint roll that. When someone pays $170 for a coat, I want it to be pretty darn perfect. So this is the other coat that's sold. This is called Flight Outfitters. I don't know if you can see that right there. And this is like, again, a canvas coat. It has like a Sherpa lining here. I was unfamiliar with the brand, and when I looked it up, there was a coat in there that had sold and there were none listed. So I just went based off of that. However, this took forever to sell too. Well, 9 months. So, you know, I bought it in March. So, you know, we're kind of coming out of coat season at that point. So that's something to take into consideration. When I looked this up on Terapeak, there were 2 that had sold. Mine at, mine was $60 plus shipping. I think, yeah, $60 plus shipping. And the other one had sold $30 plus shipping. So they averaged it at $45 for the average sale price. And the sell-through rate was 100%. So there are none listed at this point in this brand. When I look up the style of the like duck canvas and a Sherpa lining, the average sale price is $69.58 and a 54% sell-through rate. So that's pretty good. I'm putting this in a number 7 box. It's like the big box from UPS. It's a priority box. I'm just gonna finish packaging it later. I'm just gonna set it in the box right now. So mine sold for $75.80. That's what they paid, the $60 plus the shipping. Shipping was expensive. So it's a heavy coat. It's going far away. It's a big box. And I do calculated shipping, and that just works really well for me. So I bought this about 9 months ago at my favorite thrift store for $5, and my profit is $48.90. So that's fantastic, really good. And then the last thing I'm gonna show you, you know what? I might have to cancel this order. Bummer. Okay. So this is adrenal drops. They were mine or my husband's. I'm not really sure. I was kind of cleaning out a closet and I was like, I don't know what to do with these. These are just homeopathic drops for adrenal health. I looked them all up online and yeah, I'm really irritated that this cap is like wonky. Okay, so for $26.30, I think it was 20 plus shipping. My cost of goods was $0 because again, they were mine. So my profit is $17.72 or something around that. I get a little like thrown off when stuff like that happens. It's so irritating. Okay. My profit, including the Pendleton coat, is $230.27. So I am super pleased with that. Even taking away the $125, that's still over $100 profit just in one day. There were 3 items on Poshmark, 3 items on eBay. So that's pretty good. I'm overall very, very pleased with that. I would love to chat with you in the comments, so make sure you leave me a comment, ask me a question, tell me something fun about yourself. I would love to get to know you there. Are you a reseller? What do you sell? Do you sell clothes? Do you sell other things? Do you sell homeopathic adrenal drops? Did I tell you the sell-through rate on those? I didn't. They're really good. $17.13 is the average sale price. 94% on homeopathic adrenal drops. Maybe not this exact brand, but just overall. So, I mean, maybe if you find a sealed bottle of adrenal drops, it wouldn't be worth, I mean, it was easy to take pictures of. Anyway. What else do I have to say? I think that's it. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. Thanks so much for hanging out with me as I shared what I sold yesterday and, Friday with this coat. I'll see you soon.